In this video, we'll talk to you about the Juki TL18QVP Haruka sewing machine. This particular machine is a garment construction machine and a full quilting machine. It gives you semi-commercial capability, handling heavier materials, and sewing at a high rate of speed without compromising stitch quality. The TL18 is very easy to thread. You can use the bigger mini cones on this particular machine. You can stage 2. It has a telescopic thread stand. Threading is very easy. This is one big difference in the TL18 to some of the other TL models you'll see. You have a pre-tension built in. This is very nice for doing free motion work. Also, if we're wanting to put the machine on a quilting frame, the pre-tensioner does help. For your regular garment construction and heavier sewing, you'll really enjoy the pre-tensioner because what it does, it keeps our thread going straight into our main tension. Any looping that may happen is basically eliminated right here. And then you have your standard tension that's built in. Threading the machine is very easy all the way down to our needle, and we do have a built-in needle threader on the machine. Another thing about the TL18 is it has a full rotary hook system. It is a side-loading machine, but our hook is going in a 360-degree increment all the way around our bobbin. The machine will be super smooth because of that. The TL18 will give us 8 3/4 inches from our needle to the inside of the sewing arm. So we have plenty of room to, if we're rolling up a quilt or if we need extra room for a larger garment, you're able to do that very easily on this particular machine. We'll have an extension table that'll help you support the weight of the material as you're sewing along. On the front of the machine, I do have my stitch length here, and I do have also a built-in scissors. I can snip my bobbin and top thread at any given time. I do have the needle up, needle down position on here, reverse. I can override the foot control. Though this machine sews 1,500 stitches per minute, there are times you want to slow the machine down for your more delicate work. And then I have the drop feed lever. If I want to do free motion, stippling on a quilt, I'm able to do that very easily. And it will have a knee lift built in, so if I want to put my knee lift in, I can use my right leg to raise and lower my presser foot, and also have a lever in the back to raise and lower the presser foot. TL18 is a very smooth running machine. Here I'm working with 2 layers of denim. I'm going to show you just how the machine can handle sewing. It's very quiet. That's at full speed. And I can easily back down with electronic foot control. Now once I stop, if I want to, I can push the button here, or I can just hit the back of my foot control and it's going to snip the thread for me, so I don't have to take my hands off my material to snip the thread and engage the scissor. The feed dog system on this machine is a little bit longer than your average machine. You are getting a true straight stitch on this machine. Inside of the internal housing of the machine, it is machined out, so my needle bar is moving straight up and straight down through a die cast aluminum. So my needle will not move left or right. You will get that true straight stitch. For garment construction, that is a must. For your free motion quilting, you will get a lot better quality product, or if you're using it on a quilting frame, getting a machine that has the ability to just sew straight stitch only, because you don't want your needle bar being able to move left or right. Because the feed dogs are longer on this machine, it can handle even delicate fabrics. There are going to be times you're going to want to sew something a little bit lighter in weight. We'll show you just how it can handle sewing this stretchy material. I have easy range of motion here. Now I can adjust the amount of force being pressed down on the garment with the adjustable presser. I can adjust the amount of pressure onto my presser foot just by adjusting my pressure right here. Now I'm sewing something quite a bit heavier. If you're wanting to redo an upholstery or a boat seat or truck seat, something like that, I'm using this vinyl that has a meshy back to it. This machine is going to be able to handle feeding it quite easily. Now it will come with other attachments like a walking foot. There are times you may have fabric that has a slicky finish on top. The machine may have a problem feeding it, but you're going to watch here, just as I'm just using with the standard straight stitch foot on the machine, and it can handle sewing this with no problem whatsoever. I love the feature of the foot control being able to snip the thread for me. That wasn't a problem. Now I'm going to turn it over and we're going to do 4 layers. I do have room to get 4 layers of that under my foot with no problem whatsoever. We'll turn our fabric under. There are times you may sew something to this extreme. There's not a problem for the TL18. Ken Sewing Center carries all the Juki TL series. Feel free to give us a call if you have questions about the TL18 or like us to compare to other models for you. We'll be glad to help you. We do provide service after the sale. We also provide repair help and also how to use the machine. We're just an email or phone call away.